Are you curious about what's going on with Salesforce and Slack now that it's several weeks after they announced their merger? Well, maybe you aren't. I don't know. What I will say is that uh, basically there's been a whole lot of Salesforce and Slack selling going on. The ticker symbol for Slack is work, WORK. Oh, real quick, everybody. It's John here, Johnny Investor Howard, in case you didn't know. But basically, what's going on here is there's a whole lot of selling. First off, I've got a highlight here on a CNBC. One of the commentators there that's long certain positions has sold his Salesforce, his CRM stock, and then also ARK has sold a tremendous amount of Slack Technologies. I'm going to bring you into my email actually because what I find is interesting is in one day ARK sold almost $100 million worth of Slack technology stock. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because what basically we're in the midst of the stock market's going going crazy still, going up and up and up every day. Here we are at the time of this recording. It's December 28th, 2020, and the reality is stocks go up and down. I'm not imagining a crash, but as we start to do the next round of earnings reports, which will be mid-January all the way through, well, earnings reports go on all the time, right? But we had like a lot of the tech bellwethers report in the end of October and early November. So those same tech bellwethers and a lot of the growth momentum plays that have been their stocks have been going up a lot, they're going to be reporting in the end of January and then into February, right? So basically, if any of them disappoint, I am going to consider is basically going into some of the safe plays. And I think that CRM has done really well for me. I mean, I have been a long-term holder of CRM. CRM is the ticker symbol for Salesforce since 2017, and it's been a rock solid investment, right? It hasn't gone crazy, but at the same time, right now they're trying to compete with Microsoft, and CRM's got a market cap of 206 billion today, which is the time of this recording. Again, it's December 28, 2020, and a sales price and a stock price of 224. So that's a pretty solid play, at least for me, right? So okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to hop into this little clip here of somebody that sold their. Actually, you know what? What we'll do is we'll go to my email real quick, and I'm going to show you. Where ARK sold all this Slack. You take a look right here. This is a while ago, right? This is December 15th, but it's not very, and in case you're wondering what this is, all you have to do, and I have another video, I'm going to go ahead and just put it at the top of the screen because I'm not going to actually take you to the ARK site unless I have it open. No, I don't have it open. But basically, with respect to the ARK site, you can go to ARK's website and just sign up for their trade alerts. You'll get an email every time they make trades. And do they make trades every day? Sometimes. I don't know. I feel like I'm seeing an email from them every single day when they actually make trades. But this particular day, they sold Slack Technologies 1,761,493 shares of Slack, which today the Slack stock price is $42, right? So 42 times 1,761. That's $74 million worth of Slack stock that they sold. So, I don't know if you're doing a lot of stock trading or if you're following companies, but basically when you get an institutional order and somebody's putting in a $74 million order to buy or sell, that's a big order, right? And it's going to, probably have an effect on the stock. So that is, again, that is the trading desk, the trade alerts from ARK Invest. On them selling 1.7 million shares of Slack. Let's go ahead and we're going to hop into this commentator talking about how he sold Salesforce.
Technology, that's an EV play. I bought CNX Resourceage. That's an energy play, and I bought Capital One. But back to Salesforce. This is not about Salesforce being a bad business. I believe in Salesforce. It screens very high on my quality momentum index. It's in it. This is about I made a bad purchase. I bought Salesforce too aggressively, too high, and I'm just paring back the holding. I'm sure over the course of time it'll move forward, from where it is here, but I needed to raise some capital to get in some other names, Scott, that I think are going to work in the near term versus Salesforce.
Well, I just said that the growth trade's working over value. You've just sold some growth and moved into value. A believer in the energy trade and cap 1, 2, some of the financials. Why play against the momentum run?
Oh, I don't think I'm playing against the momentum run.
So there you go. So there's somebody exiting Salesforce. Let's see if I have it open. So what I'll do, I think something that I really like about Salesforce, again, I don't know what you all think, put some comments below if you've got any opinion on Salesforce, but basically what I like Salesforce is it's also a really high gross margin, right? They seem to not really be moving much at all since their earnings release, and then also their announcement of their huge buyout of Slack. But if you take a look at some of their relative numbers, let's go ahead and do that real quick. And again, this is according to their most recent earnings report, which was literally just a couple weeks ago. Recent 12 months, so basically a year ending 2019, 12 months revenue, 17 billion. I think that they reported in a couple weeks ago that they're going to do over 20 billion in revenue, which is a huge deal for them. Of course, a huge deal for anyone that's just going to hit that target. But what I do love about Salesforce is, let's see, under PayPal. Look at that, 75.23% gross margin. That's really high. Not a lot of places have that. So that's something that I really look for, and it provides a lot of sustainability for for a business in general. And then let's see what their year-over-year revenue growth rate was. (22%). So not that high. Some might say that. I think I heard some say that Salesforce was running out of growth, so that's why they had to. That's why they chose to buy Slack. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are. I don't know. I'm holding on to my Salesforce. I'm not really going to be increasing it, but I'm just kind of, it seems to me a little bit, I'm just a little bit curious why so many groups are selling Salesforce, and then also why ARC is selling so much of Slack. They're also buying it too. Here we are. Again, this is the last week of 2020, and a lot of times what happens is there's a lot of tax loss harvesting, so basically tax selling. So people are going to have to kind of, sometimes they'll do some selling. I mean, I don't know. The market was pretty high today, so there's really only 3 more trading days left of 2020, and traditionally, folks will do some selling, before the year is up for a number of reasons. One of them is tax loss harvesting, and then the other is a lot of the big hedge funds. They're trying to kind of basically show their numbers, right? They want to show their returns, their actual percentage returns, and they can't really show that return for some of the positions unless they actually sell them to actually show the return. So I would say there might be some good days between now and December 31st to look for the companies that you want to buy. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not already, you can generate leads, generate profits, or just make money from your social media profiles. My program is called Profile Profit Machine. You can partner with me and the world record holder for the fastest website funnel to hit $1 million in sales, and that record is 28 days. You just come in. You can actually clone our funnel with as little as 90 minutes of training. And our funnels have generated over $17 million in sales. Also, I've got a blueprint. It is a wealth and instant credit blueprint I just came out with. 5 guaranteed credit cards in there. That blueprint is 63 plus pages. I cover investing. I cover online income. I cover credit. I cover business credit, financial independence. So if you have any questions about that, go ahead and get it. It's only $7, everybody. $7 for the 63-page blueprint. Okay? Thanks a lot and have a great week.